Hello everyone and welcome to my channel The Ultimate Book Maniacs, the one stop for book and TV series reviews. Today I'm gonna discuss 3 theories with you. Who did Bran contact from the past? What's hidden in the Crypts of Winterfell? And why there must always be a Stark in Winterfell? I believe it's all connected. So we all know that in the Battle for the Dawn, the first members of the Night's Watch drove the others back, and Bran the Builder built the wall with the help of giants, the first men, and the children of the forest. I already discussed all this in my previous videos. We all know that the wall is more than just ice. There are spells and magic in it, which stops the White Walkers from crossing the wall. Bran the Builder also founded House Stark, built Winterfell, and became the first king in the north. That's why I think he also hid something in the crypts of Winterfell as a plan B. But what made him think that the wall that was so huge and awe-inspiring would not be enough? He didn't even know for sure that the White Walkers will be able to cross the wall. I think that's where Bran comes in. I know many people believe that Bran tried to contact Aerys Targaryen, because of which he went crazy and became the Mad King. But I don't think so. Even if Bran was able to convince him, which I highly doubt, what could the Mad King do? There was no news of White Walkers in those days. Aerys was not the kind of person to just send his army away for a threat which wasn't even there at the time. Bran could have tried to talk to Ned, but Ned had already told him back in season 1 that the White Walkers have been gone for thousands of years. Ned didn't seem like the person who would believe in such things. He might just think he was hallucinating or something. So this is my first theory. Who could Bran contact? Who would believe Bran? My theory is it's Bran the Builder. I think Bran contacted Bran the Builder and told him that the wall will not be enough and the White Walkers will be able to invade Westeros again. Bran the Builder has already been through the long night. It wouldn't be hard for him to believe Bran. That was the reason why Bran the Builder founded House Stark and built Winterfell. Which leads me to my second theory, that he hid something in the crypts of Winterfell. Something that will help the kings in the north to fight the White Walkers should they ever invade Westeros again. Many people believe that an ice dragon could be hidden in the crypts of Winterfell or in the wall. But I don't think so, because just like the White Walkers, an ice dragon needs cold. He can't survive during summers. So Winterfell is out. As for the wall, it is possible that he could hide in there. But it still doesn't make any sense for Bran the Builder to hide the ice dragon to fight the White Walkers. Just like you fight darkness with light, you have to fight ice with fire, not ice with ice. After all, this is a song of ice and fire. And the White Walkers fear the heat. Having an ice dragon there will only help them. I don't think it's the horn of Joramun either. Joramun used it to wake giants. We already saw the last of the living giants with the wildlings like Wun Wun, etc. If there were any giants buried, I think the Night King will wake them up and they will join his army. It is also said that blowing the horn will bring the wall down, and I really don't think any human would want to do that. So, in my opinion, it is a weapon which will help them fight the White Walkers. Now that the children of the forest are gone, no one knows where to find obsidian weapons. No one knows the whereabouts of Azor Ahai's sword Lightbringer either. It's possible its fire faded out once Azor Ahai died. So it's either Lightbringer and Jon can only get it to burn again by a sacrifice, or there must be a stash of dragonglass weapons in there, and it could only be unlocked by someone with a Stark blood. Jon always felt drawn towards the crypts of Winterfell, probably because it's his destiny to lead the war against the White Walkers. I think Bran the Builder did more than just hide weapons in the crypts, which leads me to my third theory, why there must always be a Stark in Winterfell. We know that Bran the Builder put spells and magic in the wall with the help of children of the forest. I believe he also put some spells and magic in the walls of Winterfell. He was aware of this world. He knew there will always be wars, so how could he have made sure that the Starks always stayed in Winterfell? To make sure they had access to the weapons to defeat White Walkers. It's simple. You must have heard about the curse of Harrenhal, that whoever becomes the lord there, something bad happens to them. What if Bran the Builder did something similar in Winterfell? Some spells or curse that as long as the Starks were in charge of Winterfell, they will prosper and everyone will be safe. But if someone else takes over Winterfell, something bad will happen to them. This becomes pretty clear if you look at the past. When the Andals invaded Westeros, the North was the only kingdom who was able to resist them, probably because they stayed in the North. When Aegon the Conqueror attacked Westeros, both Riverlands and Stormsand had fallen before him when Torrhen Stark marched south with 30,000 men. When he reached the Trident, Aegon was waiting there with a host of 45,000 men and 3 dragons. He had heard about the ruin of Harrenhal and the Field of Fire, so he decided to bend the knee. In this case, he left the North. I really believe that if he had stayed in the North, whatever spells Bran the Builder put there would have protected him, and he wouldn't have had to bend the knee. But still, since Torrhen Stark has bent the knee, he was named as the Lord of Winterfell and Warden of the North. So the Starks were still sort of in power. If you look at the recent events, everything was fine till the Starks stayed in the North. When Rickard Stark and Brandon Stark went to King's Landing, the Mad King killed them. Then Ned and everyone else left Winterfell, and we all know how it ended. You also must have noticed what happened to people who tried to take Winterfell from the Starks. First Theon, then Ramsay. It did not end well for them. So I do believe there is some kind of blood magic or spell in Winterfell, and there must always be a Stark in Winterfell to keep it active and to help them. So what do you think of these theories? Don't forget to tell us in the comments. I'll post my season 6 Q&A video soon. If you like this video, please click on the like button below and subscribe to my channel. Have a good day. Bye bye. See you in my next video.